Does anybody need this frequency for any kind of emergency use before we talk vintage radio, K5LYN? And my name's Lynn. I'm in Austin. We get together here as a public service to assist people that are working on the restoration of vintage single sideband radios and also radios of the hybrid era. And certainly you don't have to be on a vintage radio if you're interested in what we're doing. Everybody's welcome. Buy-sell trades are appropriate here, but let's do keep those vintage radios. And if you have a technical question about a radio you're working on, there's a wonderful world of expertise to be found here. And my favorite part of the net is when we discuss technical issues. I'm going to talk to some folks here, and we've got at least 3 net controls, maybe 4. If you're way out there somewhere, be patient. We'll get to you, and we'll go from there. KC5L. What do you say, Tom?
Hey, good evening, Lynn, and everyone on the net. Tom, KC5L in San Antonio. And tonight we're on the usual here. We're talking on the Central Electronics 200B with the D104 microphone. And it's driving a Central Electronics 600L amplifier. The tuner is a Johnson KW Matchbox. The antenna is a homebrew doublet up about 15 feet. And we're listening on an R390A. And that's about all I have this evening, Lynn. So back to you, KC5L.
Okay. All right, Tom. Thank you for helping me start off the net on Central Electronics. It was Central Electronics that really started the commercial manufacturing of single sideband exciters back in 1951. This is about 1954, the 20A, which puts out about 810 watts, and it's driving a homebrew amplifier that I made out of 4 6DQ5s, grid-driven, and the meter looks like I'm doing just short of 400 watts here. All right, on down the line, KWOZ. Talk to us, Dan.
Yeah, good evening, Lynn, and everyone else. This is Dan, KWOZ in Houston. Tonight I got a different radio. This is a Heathkit SD100 that I got in non-working condition, but spent quite a bit of time out in the last few weeks. Got it rolling. I don't know what it sounds like or if I'm on frequency, but I'm also driving a homebrew single 3500 amplifier, about 500 watts or so. And the big issue with this radio was with these Heathkits, you know, you've got the sockets that push through the circuit board. Then you're supposed to solder those pins on the inside or bottom side. Well, the vast majority of those tube sockets were never soldered to the foil. And I resoldered every one of those pins on every one, even the one that was soldered. And kind of brought most of it back to life. And then I found one tube in the microphone preamplifier that was bad. Otherwise, it tuned up good, you know, through their whole alignment process. So that's it from here. Antenna's an inverted V, and I'm using a Shure 444D microphone. That's it, Lynn. Thank you.
Very nicely done, Dan. Great audio. And, you know, for many years, I kind of stayed away from those Heathkits because of that printed circuit board. I didn't want to deal with it. But, in fact, they have held up great. There's hundreds of them still out there, and yours is right up there with the top of the line. Dan, over.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you very much. I'm surprised because George said it was buzzing before, and I was hoping I got rid of that.
It sounds fine here. Great to hear you. We'll catch you next go-round. Okay, Mr. Robert, WW9W. What about it, Robert?
Okay. Good evening to you, Lynn. Good evening to all of the boat ankles. This is Robert, WW9W, running the old Collins 380, KWM 380, and using the Hi-O Gold Line microphone on it, and got it going into a 30L1. Looks like about 750 watts out, about 750 watts out. And all that's going into the double bazooka. That's the Ultimax 8040. And that's about it here, Lynn. 73 degrees up here today. Jimmy and I went to our regular Wednesday luncheon, had a good time there, and I really enjoyed it. So, that's about it. Appreciate you running it, and you guys have a great evening and stay safe. K5LYN, WW9W.
Robert, I have to say you've done nice work on that solid-state Collins. And actually, we have another guy on the frequency this evening that had the nerve and the skills to put one of those on the air, too. So we'll see if you guys stick around and hear each other. Very nicely done. I would be scared to death if I had to face one of those things. My experiences stop with the S-line, and I think that's about as far as it goes. Nice work on your part. Great signal into Austin. Okay, on down the road. KE5Q. What do you say, Jim?
All right, Lynn. K5LYN into that. KE5Q. Yeah, that 380 sounds really good there, Robert. And yeah, we enjoyed lunch as always. Tonight I'm on the Kenwood TS530S. That's using the Shure 444. That's going into the MLA 2500 and to the Double Bazooka 8040. And copying everybody really good tonight. Sounding good. K5LYN, KE5Q.
Very nicely done, Jim. You got any trips to our favorite place in the world coming up anytime soon?
No plans yet. Maybe in the fall. We'll see. 3 times in the last 18 months,
I'm overdue. And your trips bring back great memories. We'll talk about it as time goes by. Great to hear you. Nice signal into Austin. Okay, Mr. Cliff, WB5DYA. How about it?
Good evening to the net, WB5DYA in Cedar Park. And thank you, Lynn, for picking me up early. Well, let's see, we're on a state-of-the-art Kenwood, an 890 matching speaker, an Ameritron 80B single 3-500, about 700 watts, to a horizontal dipole about 50 feet. And everybody sounds good. Noise level is, well, there isn't any. And it's good to be back. I've been off the air for quite a while, trying to get back in the habit. So, once again, thanks, Lynn, for letting me in. WB5DYA, back to net control.
Okay, Cliff. Yeah, we missed you, and glad to hear that all is well, or at least as well as things get with us senior citizen types. We'll all keep hanging in here and keep giving it a try. Stay in touch with me. All right, let me pick up one more. My friend Kenneth, and we'll throw this thing around the table here. AG5XP, what do you say, Kenneth?
Well, hello, Lynn, and all the rest of the moderators and everybody else on that. Everybody's sounding good. No complaints. Nice weather. Tonight we're on the old helicopter setup. Got a SX-101 made in about 1956 for a receiver. Then I got the HT-32A hooked up to a 33A amplifier. Got it going down a homebrew G5RV antenna with a D104 microphone on it, and that's what we got over here in Brownwood. Back to you, Jay, AG5XP.
Okay, Kenneth, you have never come on here with a radio that wasn't 100%, and that's another example. Any new projects in the works?
Well, I'm a glutton for punishment right now. My workbench, it was empty, so I had to put something on there, and I had an old BC 348 I got stuck on there right now, see if I could resurrect that thing and listen to some RF on it.
Okay, you've got the skills. We know you can do it. All right, Jay, I guess my turn to see what miracles are down the road. KM5QS, K5LYN.
All righty, Lynn, we'll see what we can do. This is JKM5QS, and the only boat anchor I've got in line tonight is an MB5A tuner. But we're working on getting some other equipment back in here. Sooner or later, we'll get her done when we can. This evening, let me see. Let me start off with WB1E, and we'll go from there.
Well, thanks, Jay, and hello, everybody on the Boat Anchor Net. This is Doug, WB1E. I'm located just outside of College Station in a town called Bryan, outside of that even. And tonight, talking on the Swan 500 as usual, and it's paired up with a Swan Mark 1 at its Resso mod, running a pair of 4400s in grounded grid, doing legal limit, and not hitting it with the full 160 watts, but that's what the manual says I'm supposed to do. So anyway, going up to about 90 feet, an inverted V sorta antenna, and everybody's sounding great tonight, I'll tell you. So, all right, I'll turn it back to you, Jay.
Thank you, sir. Everything sounded good like it usually does. No problems on this end. K5LT, come on in here, Lyle.
Well, good evening, Jay, and everybody else on the net. This is Lyle, Lima Yankee Lima Echo, and I'm located outside of Furring, Texas. And tonight I am not running the boat anchor Heathkit SB 101. It is sick. Last weekend turned it on about 4 o'clock in the afternoon and came back about 5:36.
The old analog rig.
No receive and no transmit.
What's going on.
So it's sitting over here on the. It's still in the shack.
I'll take a look at it tomorrow or
pull it out and migrate it over to the kitchen table where I got some good light and get busy and see if I can figure out what's going on. So probably some tube decide to let go.
As long as it don't have
that's common between transmit and receive. So I'll figure it out eventually. Just keep working on it. So that's all that's new around here. Nothing else great going on. So good to hear y'all on this week. Lynn, welcome back. So talk to y'all next weekend or next week. Back to you, Jay. K5LT.
Okay, Lyle. Good deal. I heard everything you said. Jimmy, your box is open or you're on the wrong mic. Whatever happened there, just to let you know. But Kyle, you came through just fine. Your stuff's working really good. Okay, there's somebody, let's see, checked in a while ago. Kilo Fox 5, Victor Golf Alpha. I believe your name is Pat. Go ahead, sir. Well, maybe it was a drive-by. Who knows? So, November 5, Papa Fox. How about you, Phil?
Hello, Jay, Lynn, and Rusty's around, and hello, everybody. This is Phil, November 5, Papa Foxtrot, Vicksburg, Mississippi. Pretty decent weather here. A lot better than it has been. Good signals tonight. I've got an S-line noise level. Turned my RF gain down on this KWM2, and you guys will bump it up anywhere from 30 to 45, 50 decibels on this meter. It's amazing. Everything's above the noise level. I don't know what's going on, but the band's pretty good. You can put up with the noise, and I can. I'm doing it. Running the KWM2 with a high go line microphone, a 30L1, putting out about 600, and I got a case dipole at 50 feet. That's about it. Back to you, Jay, and 5 p.m.
Okay, Phil. Well, it's doing the job. Here I am doing twice the power and probably not putting out half the signal you are, so I don't know. Anyway, no, it sounds great, Phil. It's good to hear you, as usual. All righty, thank you, sir, for checking in. WA5MTT, Mike, your turn.
Yeah, hello, Jay, and everybody on the Boat Anchors Net tonight. It's Mike in Round Rock. Tonight we're on the Winged Emblem S-Line. This was bought new by the previous owner in 1961. The receiver's a 75S2. Transmitter 32S1, and the amplifier is a 30S1. And the microphone is Electro Voice 674, better known as the Jim Morrison microphone, at least that's according to Electro Voice. So back to you, Jay.
Okay. 674. I know what the 664 looks like. Not sure about that one. I'll have to look it up. But sounding great, Mike. Always do. Sound like a modern rig there. All right. K0 SCD, Steve.
Well, good evening, Jay, and all the boat anchors. K0 SCD in Tyler, and I'm surprised you can hear me. I'm just running a barefoot Kidwood 520 dipole up there 40-odd feet, and that's about it from up here. Good to be back, and thank me for bringing the weather from Vegas. K0 SCD.
Well, there you go. Somebody has to take the credit. Might as well be you. All right, Steve, good to hear you. 70 days till Belton. You're going to be there, right?
Absolutely.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. All right. K5, DHE. Jim, your turn.
Yes, sir. K5DHE, Jim, Granbury, Texas. Tonight I am talking on a Kenwood 830S that I bought brand spanking new right out of the box. And I turned that radio on, and I ran it until I moved to Colburn. Never turned it off. Turned it back on in Colburn. Ran it about 4 years in Colburn with it on. Turned it off. Brought it back to Granbury, and it's been on for 10 years. I would say that is a reliable radio. Tonight I got a little antenna tuner. He's got one that I use all the time, the little 2040 tuner. And my microphone is just a regular Kenwood mic, and the antenna is tonight's a G5RV antenna. I can't decide which one I like best, the G5RV or the Buxcom antenna. And the amplifier is an SB200. It's been on for about 10 years. I bought that thing at Belton. Actually, it's probably 12 years old. I bought it at Belton, brought it home, plugged it in, turned it on, and hadn't turned it off since. It just sits there and runs all the time. So I would say ham radio equipment is pretty reliable stuff. But that's all I have. I'm looking for Wayne tonight, if we could find him. N5 Foxtrot Papa Delta over at Weatherford. And he's got a little radio that I'm trying to see if he's still got it. I'd sure like to buy it. So if anybody hears from Wayne, N5FPD, tell him that I'm looking for him. Thanks a lot, guys. It's K5DHE. He's going to quit talking now. Bye.
Okay, Jim. Good deal. Thanks for checking in this evening. All righty, that's the end of my list. So, Doug, you want to pick up a few and then pass it to Rusty when you get tired?
Yeah, sure. That sounds like a great idea. Thanks for giving me a shot here. All right, folks, hello, good evening. This is Doug. I'm talking with you tonight on the Boat Anchors Net Unlimited. Usually it's recorded and we put it on YouTube, and we love to hear your stories and what you like to talk about. You don't have to have a boat anchor to check in, and buy-sell trades are accepted as long as you have general interest in boat anchors. So with that, I'm going to open it up, and anybody who wants to give Doug, here, that's me, Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo, call and check in on the Boat Anchors Net. Come now.
November 0 Alpha Mike Golf.
Whiskey X-Ray 5 Tango.
Okay, I got two, and I'll start with you guys. Hey, thanks for checking in. November 0 AMG. Come now, sir. Good evening.
Well, good evening. The name's Richard, Springfield, Missouri. The radio tonight is the old FPDX 560 Yaesu. Doing about 250 watts, going into a wire loop antenna about 40 feet, and that's it. Just the radio and the antenna tonight. Thanks to you guys running the net. Enjoy it. Listen to all the boat anchors. N0AMG.
Okay, yeah, Richard. Hey, thanks for checking in. N0AMG, you're +8, and loop is sounding great as usual. And man, I'll tell you, the band is so quiet. I rarely see it down S5, and that's where it is tonight. And everybody's plenty loud, just like Phil said. So, Whiskey Echo 5 Tango. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Boat Anchors Net.
Hello there, Jay. The call's Whiskey X-Ray 5 Tango, WX5T. Name's James, and we're located in Harrison, Arkansas there, Jay. Tonight we're running Galaxy GT550. GT550 with a 444D microphone, and got the old 30L1 warmed up here, running, looks like around 550 watts, something like that. But anyway, got pretty much all the old GT550 station, the VFO and the filter and the power supply and speaker combo. So just an old rig here. We do enjoy it. You're doing good down here. I want to say hello to my friend Liam there. Hope he's doing well. And hello to all the boat anchors here. Nothing else. J73 to you from Harrison, Arkansas. Whiskey X-Ray 5 Tango.
Okay, Jay's on the side if you want to talk to him. My name is Doug, Delta Ocean Union, Georgian. Thanks for checking in, James.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. I got your, I misread my chicken scratching, and so sorry about that. Whiskey X-Ray 5 Tango. Okay, I'm at the bottom of the list, folks. Anybody that wants to check into the Boat Anchors Net, if I don't hear about it, I'll send it over to Rusty. So bring it on up here, guys. This is WB1E in the Boat Anchors Net. Anybody wants to join in, call now.
0 Golf Victor Kilo. 0 Whiskey 5 Bravo Echo.
Okay, I got 2. Golf Victor Kilo. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Boat Anchors Net. My name is Doug, Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo.
WB1E in the net from M0GBK. Name is Kurt, up here in south central Nebraska. And Doug, tonight I'm running my Galaxy 5 Mark III station using a World Radio Labs SB44 microphone. Got the matching VFO, station console, speaker, and the matching Galaxy 2000 Baker amplifier using 10 6LB6 sweep tubes, but not about 500-600 watts. I got it on a low tap, Doug, and got the original match tubes from 1969. That's when this station was made. Thanks for letting me jump into the net, and everybody sounded good tonight. WB1E from N0GBK.
Yeah, Kurt, fantastic. N0GBK with the Galaxy station. Hey, what is low tap on the B+ on those plates, those sweep tubes? Do you know? Over?
Yeah, it's about 700 volts.
Okay, yeah, so it's pretty conservative. Well, you got 10 of the dang things. It's like a whole army. If one goes, you hardly know it. Anyway, thanks for checking in, Kurt. I look forward to hearing that station again next week. All right, next on the list is Whiskey 9 Bravo Echo. I believe that's it. Or it could be a 5. Anyway, ending at Bravo Echo. Come now.
Okay, good evening, Doug. Yes, it's Whiskey 5 Bravo Echo. My name is Butch. I'm in Ponca City, Oklahoma, in the north central part of the state. And everybody's sounding great this evening. Tonight I'm running the old Heathkit HW12, and we're pushing that into a Kenwood TL922A, and out of that going into an infrared half wave of about, average about 40 feet, I guess, somewhere along in there. The microphone is an MC50 in a high impedance position to maximize the input going into this old Heathkit HW12. That's about it. Doug, back to you.
No, I tell you, that HW12 sounds fantastic, and that's sort of a more modern microphone, but it matches up very well. Lots of detail in your modulation, and no doubt about it. If you got signal strength, that's one thing, but having a nice quality modulation is my favorite. I'll pick that over a loud signal any day. All right, well, that gets down to, well, Burl, thanks for checking in, I want to say, and I look forward to checking in next week. Hey, Rusty, are you out there, sir? This is WB1E over.
WB1E, WK5R. Good evening, Doug. And good evening to everybody else in the Boat Anchor set. And this is WK5R, and I am running my usual stuff here. The Kenwood TS590S. Tascam TM70 Dynamic Studio mic, and that goes into a homebrew tuner. It's in bypass mode right now. They don't need it on the 80 meters. And that goes into a homebrew, well, that goes in, the radio goes into a homebrew DS35B amplifier, and that is fed into the homebrew tuner in bypass mode right now. That goes up to the homebrew Van Dyke hole up at 50 feet. That's the operating conditions here. So with that, who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Whiskey 5 Tango Foxtrot.
W5 Tango Foxtrot. Go ahead.
Okay, Rusty, buddy, fine. Got in here a little bit late, but I'm gonna try it. This is Terry over here near Laurel, Mississippi. I'm still on the 100V Central Electronics transmitter. I'm bumping it into a Heathkit SB220 on the low tap. Receiving is on the R4B. And putting it up to my double bazooka up at about 45 feet. So that's about all I got over here. Running about 500 watts. Not hitting it hard at all. So that's what I got, Rusty. We'll see you later down the log. Forgot your call. W5 Tango Fox. See you later.
All right. The Central Electronic Station is working fine. Your hair up the band a little bit, but I got everything you said there. The old 220's chunking out the tower there. Appreciate you checking in, and we'll look for you again next week. All right. Who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Turn your amp on, Rusty. Can't hardly hear you. NYPF.
Is your amplifier working, Rusty?
Hello.
Okay, that might be better.
Yeah, it is.
There it is.
Man.
Don't say it, Jay. I had it in the wrong band. All right, anyway, I appreciate somebody let me know that. I didn't even turn around and look. Anyway, who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Kilo Delta 5 Foxtrot X-Ray. Whiskey 0 Whiskey Oscar Whiskey.
Okay. I got a Whiskey Zero station there. I'll pick you up in just a minute. The first station that come in there was I think it was Foxtrot X-Ray on the end. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. Kilo Delta 5 Foxtrot X-Ray. You copy okay, over?
Yeah, I copy it fine. Go right ahead.
All right, name here's Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo. I'm in Ponca City also, just a mile or so from W5BE that checked in a while ago. And I was planning to talk on my Heathkit SB101 tonight. I turned it on early and let it warm up and got ready to tune it up, and it quit keying up. So I've got a little bit of work to do tomorrow. Try to figure out what's going on with that. So I fired up the antique ancient in computer years Flex 6300, and it's almost 10 years old now, and that really is old for a computerized rig. And running into one of them L-Craft KPA 500 amp all state. Been listening for, since almost an hour. And a little over an hour, I guess, while everything was warming up. So good to hear everybody. Everybody's got great signals tonight, and the band's in great shape. I'm enjoying it. Back to you, KD5-6.
Okay. One question. Where did you say you're located?
Ponca City, Oklahoma, where W5BE is. It's north central Oklahoma, almost to Kansas.
Roger. All right. Yeah, I just shipped something to Ponca City the other day, circuit board, I think, or something. Might have been a power supply. I'm not even sure. But anyway, appreciate you checking in there, and we'll look for you again next week. Okay, the Whiskey Zero station, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. This is Whiskey Zero, Ocean Whiskey, W0WOW, Jerry in western Oklahoma, and I'm on a Kenwood PS 520, an ST 520, and an Ultimax double bazooka with a static 104. Back to you, sir.
Okay, Jerry. Yeah, sounding good there. One question. You weren't the Jerry up there that ran the part of the time run the 2-meter net, were you?
You mean in Oklahoma? Here in Elk City, or?
Well, there was a Jerry and a James or a Jimmy up there that ran it too.
You know, there was another Jerry in Elk City, but I've heard him, but not with me. But we do have a 2-meter net on the 760.
Roger. Okay. I was talking about a sideband net there, but anyway, appreciate you checking in there, Jerry, and we'll catch you next week. All right, who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Hey, Rusty, you copy me okay now? W5TF, I got a question.
W5, was it KF? Go ahead.
Tango Foxtrot, you said I was a little bit up to band a while ago. For the Drake aficionados on here, if anybody knows, I'm wondering about the AC4 power supply that will run on 220 or 110. Does anybody know anything about the rarity of that over?
The AC3 and the AC4 are just about as many as each goes around. I actually, well, I can't put that on here. Commercial. But I actually rebuild those things. They're fairly popular. Yeah, the AC4 mainly came out with the TR4 stations, and the AC3 came out with the TR3.
All right, my question was, I've got one it's got a switch on it to run it on 110 or 120 or 240, and I'm wondering if that's a pretty rare piece of equipment over.
I believe that is rarer than other. I think they can be done, but I think they had to be. I think the other ones have to be wired inside to do that. But I do remember I had one that had a switch like that on it.
Okay, well, I got one I'm taking to the Hamfest Saturday, and I'm trying to figure out what kind of price to put on it. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Thank you, Rusty. W5 Tango Foxtrot.
Oh, depending on what kind of shape it's in, anywhere from $100 to probably maybe $130, $135, $140, something like that. If it's pristine, might be worth $140.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take. I hadn't never opened it up, but I don't think it's ever been recapped or anything. But I might do that, so I have the knowledge while I'm talking about it. Okay, Rusty, thanks again. Over.
Okay, is it in the speaker cabinet?
What kind of cabinet?
They had a speaker cabinet, and that AC4 went in the back of it, but they were also just the power supply. I can even say it. Power supply by itself. I can spit it out there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it'll go in the back of the speaker. It looks just like a normal one. It's just 120 only, so I don't think there'd be any problem with that.
Roger, I was going to say if it's the one that's mounted in the speaker cabinet, it would be worth a little. What in the world is that? I guess I'm touching my keyboard here. It would be worth more than just a power supply by itself.
All righty, well, I'll see what goes with it. Thank you again.
All righty. Who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited?
WB50ZZ.
Go ahead, Don.
That's Don, New Caney, Texas, running the old 830S into a 41000 amp and a grounded grid and antennas at Bazooka is 45 feet. Over.
Roger, roger. Sounding good as usual there, Don. Appreciate you checking in. We'll catch you later. All right, who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
WJA.
Hey, go ahead, Jim.
November 5, Whiskey Juliet Alpha. I'm still on my 890. I ain't finished working on the 820. But I guess it's B&W tuner. That ought to count because it's old as Methuselah. Homemade antenna. That's about it. Just wanted to say good evening. You add the numbers. N5 WJA. Back to the control.
All right, Jim. I appreciate the phone call the other night there. I've got in touch with both of those guys, and I got to meet with both of them and pick up some equipment. Over.
Good deal.
All right. Catch you later, Jim. All right. Who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. I don't know what that was. Anybody else out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. well, I may have fished the pond dry. K5LYN, WK5R. Back to you, Lynn. Your turn.
Yeah, very well done, Rusty. K5LYN returning here. Hey, clear us up. What were we hearing when you first transmitted? I didn't catch if it was the amplifier that was the wrong band or the antenna. What was it? We could all hear you, but we wondered what was going on. Will you?
Amplifier was still on 40 meters.
What was on 40?
Yeah, my amplifier was on 40 meters.
Well, it worked. All right, it worked. Hey, how's my frequency? Is it too dangerous for me to talk here? What do you think?
You're on close enough. Go ahead.
All right. Well, you may have fished the pond dry. We'll give her a try here. This is K5LYN. Lynn and Austin on the Central Electronics 28 from about 1954 here. Anybody out there hearing me want to talk to us? I'm listening.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Edward David X-Ray.
EDX. Byron, talk to us.
Well, hello, gentlemen, and everybody on the Boat Anchor Net, too. This is WA5EDX, Byron in Bluffdale, Texas. Tonight we're on a Hot Water 101 that's on the bench here, and been working on it today, fixed a few things, and still have a few more things to go. Looks to me like it's putting out about 5 watts a carrier, and I can't adjust it out, so I got to change a carrier pod out on it. The mic on it's a D104, and I'm barefoot, of course, into an inverted V. Hadn't been on here in a few weeks, so missed you guys, but I'm getting over shoulder replacement surgery I had a little over 2 weeks ago. So I think he told me I'll be able to carry 3 or 4 DX100s under my new shoulder, so I'm looking forward to being able to do that. Back to you, Lynn. Everybody's sounding good tonight. The band's in great shape. Hope my carrier wasn't too bad, and you might comment on the audio if it's turnable or not. Whiskey Alpha 5, Edward David X-Ray.
Okay, well, I can tell you it's fine. It's a little bit on the crisp side. Did you say what microphone you're on? If you did, it went by me too fast.
D104.
Well, I would always suspect D104s when I hear crisp audio. All of mine, my crystals got so bad they got like that. But it's certainly perfectly clear, sounds good, no issues, doing a nice job. And hey, I've had some joint work done too. Both knees have been replaced, and I had to do the rotator cuff on my shoulder. Did they actually replace that joint up there?
Yes, he said the rotator cuff was too bad off. Couldn't be repaired, he said. So he did a total replacement. It's called a reverse shoulder replacement. So they put the ball on the arm bone and put the socket on the shoulder blade. So I guess that makes it backwards from what God gave you. Why they do it backwards, I'll never know.
Well, that's a great explanation, and I assume that they told you they want you to do physical therapy. That's a big deal.
Yeah, I'll start that later this week. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you want to do that because the range of motion doesn't want to come back unless we exercise these things. Nicely done. And great to hear you, Byron. We missed you. Glad to know you're back. And, hey, keep an eye out for a Swan 240, will you?
Yeah, I think I have one I'm going to bring for you to look at, but keep reminding me.
I didn't miss the chance. Great to hear you, Byron. We'll talk to you next week. All right, who else for the boat anchors this evening? K5LYN, listening? Well, as Rusty said, we might have fished the pond dry there. I'm glad that Byron came in to rescue me. One last chance. Anybody want to talk before I throw this thing over to Jay and we'll go around the table? One more time. Well, there's somebody way down in there. Jay, could you hear that person? If not, go ahead and take a shot at it.
No, I didn't. I heard something, but I couldn't copy. Try it again, sir.
Yeah, W5DK.
Oh, W5. Hello, Don. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. Thanks for all the net controls for running the net. And just checking in with the old Drake TR4 and normal stuff here. And everybody sounded good. Back to you, Jay.
Okay. Okay, Don. Good deal. Yeah, I heard you fine that time. I don't know what the deal was the first time. And Byron, if you're still listening, your carrier was not, it didn't interrupt your signal. Your signal was loud and clear and fine and all that, but your carrier was 10 over down here, so 5 watts, that's pretty good. But anyway, you'll get it. I got all the confidence in you. All right, folks, this KM5QS is Boat Anchors Unlimited. We've already had about 27 check-ins, so if there's anybody out there we've missed, come on in here.
K5DHE.
K5DHT. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, K5 Delta Hotel Echo. Jay, does anybody know anything about a Stromberg Carlson microphone? I have one, and I know absolutely nothing about them. Does anybody know anything about them?
That's 1930 stuff, isn't it?
That's old.
That's what I was thinking.
Older than me? Let me find older than me.
Stromberg Carlson. I'd have to look it up, Jim. I don't know.
They're acquired by Shure Electronics. Well, it's a cute-looking desk mic. Yeah. Will they work with ham equipment? Yeah.
Should.
Okay. Well, I've never heard of one, and if it's out of the 30s, it might be a little bit older than me, but not much.
Well, if it's real old, it might be a high impedance mic. That'd work good with most boat anchors. If it's, later than that, even 600 ohms, it still work, I guess. But it's probably high impedance. I really don't know.
Well, I've never seen one before. Well, how little it is running. The darn thing looks brand spanking new, and I bought it at Belton about 12 years ago for $5.
Okay. Well, if you bought it at Belton, it ought to be good.
Well, of course. You can always count on the barbecue and anything you buy there being just pristine and just better than new.
That's our story, and we're sticking to it, right?
Yep, I made it up, and I'm sticking with it.
Okay, you might try looking it up on the computer if you can find a model number or something on it, and maybe, or like that.
Okay, I didn't even need to ask about it. I should have done that I should have done my own research on it. I'll look that thing up, Jay. Y'all have a good evening. Thanks again. K5DHE's clear.
Okay, Jim, no problem. All right. Anybody out there for the boat anchors that we hadn't caught up with yet? Go ahead. Man, that's redundant, repetitive, and unnecessary. Anybody can send a string of E's like that? You gotta wonder. Okay, last call from me for the Boat Anchors Unlimited. Come now.
Hey, Jay?
Yes, sir?
OZZ here. They were acquired by Aesthetic. The reviews on the internet tell me to type in Stromberg Carlson, but Aesthetic acquired them.
I'm not sure. You said it was acquired by Aesthetic or what?
Aesthetic. It made the D104. Aesthetic acquired Stromberg Carlson. It's on the internet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, I'll look it up more. Thanks a lot. Sure.
Alrighty, thank you, Don. All right, I'm striking out Lynn, so or Rusty or whoever's next.
Doug.
Doug, there you go. Doug, you want to give it a shot?
Sound like Doug's gone, Jay.
Well, we may be done.
We might be. feller, I think that guy's, what he's doing is, I think he's keying his mic. That's what it's like, because I'm hearing a squeak instead of a pulse. Like he's sitting there keying a mic, we're hearing that squeak of the mic key. Anyway, makes me want to act like walking tall.
No, it wasn't a pulse. It was a string of dits.
Out there that wants to check into the Boat Anchors Unlimited net before we shut the door, come now. Well, y'all may be right. We may have fished the pond dry. I didn't hear any response, so appreciate everybody checking in. We'll look back for you next week. This is WK5R, not closing the Boat Anchors Unlimited net and returning the frequency to normal amateur abuse. WK5R.
Very nicely done, guys. K5LYN.
Yeah, another good one in the record book.
Yeah, it worked good. Nice band tonight.